when you work together as a team.
Yep.
Collaboration is when your group doesn't, or you don't know, and your group tells you what you need to do.
When you accomplish things as a group.
Collaboration is when you're with people and they tell you what they think and what you think, and they give you ideas what's about.
Collaboration is basically working together and helping each other out.
Collaboration helps us in learning because we can also learn from each other. If you don't know anything, they can help you with the strategies.
Collaborating in Tinahere helps because I get to learn more about what my peers know, and so that if in the future I don't know something and I remember they do, I can always go to them.
Collaboration helps me learn because if I got a question I can just ask my buddy and they teach me things.
You can learn from them and they can learn from you.
In 4 different classrooms we do 4 different celebrations, and we're split into groups, and we have buddies to work with that we never usually work with, so we can collaborate.
In Tinahere we collaborate by helping each other out, so if someone doesn't know how to do something, if you know how to do it, you can help them, and someone else doesn't know, the person you just thought can help them. In maths, someone didn't know how to read decimals, and I could help them, and then if someone else didn't know how to do it, the person I taught could show them how to read decimals.
Class collaborate with the tainer on a regular basis as buddy readers. The tainers share their reading goals with the Year 4s, while our Year 4s give positive feedback and support them in any further learning. We also learn as a tainer with our older tuakana, with kapahaka, PE and inquiry learning.
Collaboration. Ask 2 students to show on a Google slide how they collaborate. Together they described collaboration, explained how they collaborate and gave examples. In term 1 we discussed and taught the difference between collaboration and cooperation. I was really fortunate that we were at a staff meeting and we were sharing our inquiry, teaching as inquiry, and ngā mutu and Iali at Paihia School shared theirs with us, and it really got me questioning what I was doing and looking at my data, especially for my critical students in mathematics, and I thought that what they were doing was very brave and very organised. So I now work with a junior teacher from Ngā Mutu who guides me, and we've discussed and agreed on actions that will make the biggest difference for student achievement. We plan to meet every Thursday and do this and carry this program for 5 weeks and see if it changes our data. Doing something's got to be better than doing nothing.
Working in a flexible learning space this year has been all about collaboration. Right from the very beginning, setting up the timetables and the routines for the kids, and then right down to grouping children for all the different subject areas. We just talk all the time really, so every day we probably have a conversation about some children and their learning and whether they need to move or what they're doing with different teachers. We've also set up some target groups, so there was a lot of collaboration in deciding which children went into them and why, and what those needs of those children were. and these groups are really fluid and flexible, so they're changing all the time, so that's just more collaboration, not only between the three of us, but between the two teacher aides who are working in here as well. So between us and the children, this has been a complete exercise in collaboration since we've opened this new space.
In my class, I've really actively tried to teach what collaboration is and how it differs from cooperation. We've discussed things that we like when we work together and what we don't like. We've also discussed what makes effective collaboration difficult and looked at strategies to help us collaborate more effectively. We've tried to provide different opportunities to collaborate, and some of these include using the Breakout EDU, the Game of Awesome for writing, and just some general collaboration activities in reading, writing and maths.
Working in Te Ngāhere as a kaiawhina, I observe the children's way of collaborating their learning in the way they talk to each other. So they could be given instructions as a whole on the mat from the teachers, and I look around and I see some of those tamariki and they're like, they don't get it, and as soon as they leave the mat, they always tend to go to one of their mates, and then they'll, the first thing they'll ask is, what do we have to do again? And so, observing a friend talking to them and giving them the same instructions in a different way, in a way that they can understand, is really good. And also, I'm there as well, and they can come and see me, and usually they say, Ronnie, can I send you my work, or can I share my work with you? And can you tell me if I finished? And I could give them a bit of feedback, and then I'll say, right, why don't you share it with, someone else that's in our group and see what they say, So I think it really works really well, and they don't know they're actually having fun. They don't know they're learning. They don't know they're working together in a positive way, rather than criticising each other's work or being really negative towards one another. They're really engaged, and they just tend to. It's very normal. It's like a what do you call, a playground learning environment. What you see in the playground is kind of what you're seeing now in the classrooms, except there's no playground. They're talking together, but about their learning and not knowing. So I think it's a really good way of learning for our tamariki.
Paihia School, in terms of collaboration, is based on a quote by Robert John Meehan, which says, "The most valuable resource that teachers have is each other. Without collaboration, our growth is limited to our own perspectives." And so we're working really hard to work together, help each other, support each other, and to distribute the leadership across our team so that everyone is able to succeed and be the best that they can be for the students. We have based our collaborative journey on our whare, Te Waka Āwhina, and we use hoi as our values, and our whakatauki is he waka eke noa. We are all in this waka together, and together we can achieve more. We have disbanded syndicates so that we can work together as a team. We are developing our teacher inquiry, where teachers share what it is that they're inquiring into their practice in order to accelerate student achievement. And that's been a very, very powerful process for our teachers. And the impact that's had is that this year, in Term 1, we have seen the best achievement results that we have, certainly for the last 3 years, in reading, writing and maths. And we believe this is so because teachers are thinking about where students are at, particularly our target cohort students, what they are doing, where to next, and where they need help. And these discussions are held in staff meetings and shared together so that everyone is able to help one another. What also is happening is that outside of staff meeting and during the working week and even the weekends, teachers are meeting together to talk about ways that they can help each other. We're raising the student voice within the school so that students are able to talk about how they learn, and the use of learning maps also encourages collaborative learning together. So it's a journey, we have a long way together, but he waka eke noa.